Hello and good morning, class 12th. Today I am going to take up the very first question in B section, writing. That is factual description. Actually, you see, factual description means defining or describing the facts and facts as they exist. For example, if you are going to describe a shop, so how many things are there? What kind of shop it is, or what kind of customers come there, or means all the relevant details. Relevant means which are connected with that thing. It might be the description of your classroom. For example, the number of doors are there, the number of windows are there, or what sort of doors or windows are there. For example, an almirah that is kept there, or things like that. For example, the furniture, the fittings and fixtures that are in the classroom. All these things means all the relevant details of the place or the exact location is described in this. And these are very simple descriptions. And this is the first question that you will be asked to attempt in your class 12. Now I'll take up an example. See, for example, when you describe a person, you see it is just a description. Description means about a person. About a person, when you begin to describe, you normally describe his personality. For example, his name, his relation to the writer, if you are writing from that angle, in that case. And then physical appearance, for example, height, complexion, weight, color, etc. And then comes profession, what profession he is in. For example, if you are describing a person who is holding a post of eminence, post of eminence means high post, then you must describe about it, because until then the description won't be complete. And or otherwise, you see, if he is a political leader, then his status in the society. And if he is a government official, then of course his post, etc. And then if he is a student, what class he is studying in, or if he is doing some other course, then you must give information about that course. And similarly, his personal traits, for example, if he is kind enough, if he is rude, if he is reticent. Reticent means unwilling to speak, if he is very talkative, or if he is friendly or amiable. Things like that. You see, you have to cover all the aspects of the person, of the place, or of the institution you are describing. Then distinctive traits, for example, extraordinary qualities that make him stand out. For example, if you are talking about a person, then naturally you must talk about his extraordinary traits also. And then others' opinion about him, as to what others feel or how people consider him as a human being. So these all things you have to describe in that descriptive part. And see, with regard to places, what does it say? It says its name. Of course, is without name you won't be able to describe a place. And then physical location. For example, district, state, center, north, etc. means you must give as much detail as possible. For example, you are writing about your school, then in that case, you must of course refer to its school, otherwise nobody will know what you are writing about or what you are talking about. तो ऐसे में उस जगह का नाम, physical location, कि कहाँ पर स्थित है. For example, it is 20 kilometers away from Bareilly. In this way you will be describing it. Or it is in the heart of the city. Or it is in the remote part of the city. Or it is in the outskirts of the city. It is in the periphery of the city. Periphery means bordering area of the city. So things like that you have to mention there. And then see, climate. Climate you will be talking only when you will be talking about different places of different sort. For example, if you are talking of Nainital, if you are talking of other places, for example, northeast, or for example of south, then naturally you'll be talking about its climate also. For example, you are talking about Bangalore, you might say that it has soothing or fair weather, or it is mostly cool. throughout the year. Things like that you'll have to say. Otherwise, you see, if you are talking about here, you are talking about this tropical region of ours, then naturally you see the climate will be hot and humid. But if there is any difference, or if you are talking about a certain time, for example, in winters, you might say that it becomes cooler than other places and things like that. An area, its length, its width, and means around it. See, unless you give the full description of every aspect, it will not be complete. And for example, surroundings, it is surrounded by what? By what? By villages. For example, your school is surrounded by the fields going, you might say, mile upon miles. Or you might say that there are fields at a stretch, or there's nothing but a degree college. And you might also talk about the Berbera market there, if you are talking about your school. And what sort of area it is. For example, it is populated with what sort of people. For example, the village people, the people around there are simple villagers, like that. Then area, length and width, if you are aware of that, you must. And its surroundings, as I told you. And then purpose. The purpose of the school is to cater to the local public, and English education to the local public in that. And significance in others' lives means what significance it holds. For example, if you are talking about an institution, about a school, about an organization, etc., then you may talk about its significance. कि इसका महत्व क्या है, सोसाइटी के लिए इसका महत्व क्या है, देश के लिए इसका महत्व क्या है, या औरों के जीवन में उस बात का महत्व क्या है. एंड इसी तरह से किसी भी चीज़ पे अगर आप ट्रिप पे लिख रहे हैं तो ट्रिप की पूरी डिटेल्स के कहाँ से कहाँ तक जाना था, कब से कब तक का था, और कितने दिन का पैकेज था, आपने क्या टूरिज्म से कंसल्ट किया, या आपने अपने आप मतलब आपके स्कूल ने अरेंज करा, या आपने कुछ लोगों ने मिलकर अरेंज करा, एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. मीन्स एवरी डिटेल मस्ट बी included there. That is what is called descriptive. This is descriptive writing, or this is factual description it is called, and it will be the first part of your the first question. ऐसे ही फिर अगर विजिट है तो डेट और मंथ और टाइम वगैरह ये आपको मेंशन करना पड़ेगा. फिर आप कैसे जा रहे हैं ये मेंशन करना पड़ेगा. फिर कितनी दूरी है उसकी ये मेंशन करना पड़ेगा. फिर कहाँ जा रहे हैं, उस जगह की क्या खासियत है या उसका महत्व क्या है, अगर हिस्टोरिकल इम्पोर्टेंस की है, या आप एजुकेशन पर्पज से जा रहे हैं, या आप मतलब जस्ट फॉर फन एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए जा रहे हैं, तो दीज ऑल थिंग्स मस्ट बी मेंशन. अब यहाँ पे एक यहाँ पे समाचार अपार्टमेंट पार्क एक डिस्क्रिप्टिव पैराग्राफ इन्होंने दिया है, उसके बारे में ले लेते हैं. ये चलिए, ये आपके लिए ज़्यादा रेलिवेंट रहेगा. यहाँ पे प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर अ बोर्ड एग्जाम, इसको देख लेते हैं. ये कह रहा है प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द 12th क्लास बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन गिव जिटर्स टू एवरीवन. जिटर्स मींस इट मेक्स एवरीवन नर्वस. गुड प्लानिंग, टाइम मैनेजमेंट, गुड प्लानिंग चाहिए इसके लिए, टाइम मैनेजमेंट चाहिए. विल पावर मीन्स विल टू सक्सीड. ये आपके दिल में होना चाहिए कि आपको अच्छे मार्क्स ही लाने हैं और आपको एक कोई प्लेस अटेन करनी है. तो ये इट मस्ट बी वेल डिसाइडेड एंड इज द मैटर ऑफ विल पावर. Implementation and punctuality make this feat look tolerable.